Hey Narocon, thank you for joining me. Hope you're having a good night. I actually got home at a decent time for once, so I was like, I should maybe get going earlier. That way I can go for longer before midnight. Hello, Ira! Thank you for joining as well! I'm gonna run my ad real quick, but after that's done, I'll get started! So, see you folks in about 3 minutes here. Alright, my dears, now's as good a time to start as any. Hello, my name is Cheryl and welcome to the stream! We are continuing the adventure of my potato, Momo Jagaimo. And it is hatching tide, which means we get to do some of the Easter event. And then after that, we will continue with some more of the main story quest for Heavensward. There we go, okay. Let's see, I was in... Alrighty. So I'm in Tailfeather, but... we are gonna go back to Gridania. Because before I get sucked up into more main story quest, we're gonna crack a few eggs. Let's actually take a very, very quick look at some of the decorations that are even here If you see this hangar here, some fun stuff. Get ready for one of my favorite songs in this goddamn game. We got some scattered eggies and baskets, and of course, all the floating eggies. One of my most and least favorite songs in this entire game. I did know a couple of folks who use this for their wedding song, for their in-game wedding, and it kills me every time. Cordy's Collector. Good day to you, friend. Might you be interested in learning about the Hatching Tide festivities? A fledgling festival, Hatching Tide was born of a prophetic dream visited upon a Gridanian maiden named Jilly Aliopo. In her dream, the 12 Archons of old appeared, those heroes who saved the realm from the destruction of the 6th Umbral Calamity. Descending from the heavens atop beautifully decorated eggs, they said to Jilly, "Arise, young dreamer, and make ready the vessels for our return." And so she did, painstakingly painting and gilding eggs to match those from her vision. Word of their prophecies spread, and Jilly attracted helpers to assist her in her toils. After the calamity, the festival grew further as townsfolk and adventurers flocked to celebrate the Archons of yore, who many believe had some hand in delivering the realm yet again. Once again. Yeah, it's a very cute little thing. It's very silly. Papaya. This song's gonna be in my head for days. Oh, look at this. I don't remember this last year. Look at this. Oh no. Mental gymnastics. Oh dear. Of weeds and whimsy. A stylish dreamer is smiling at you. Already your day has improved. Looks like the reward or some glasses. Come one, come all, for the happy season of Hatching Tide is upon us once more. And what an excellent season it is. A pleasure to meet you, No, let's go with the pun. That's the spirit. How lovely to see you again, Momo. You remember me, yes? It's Jilly Aliopo, come with another vision to share. This year, I dreamt of marvelous golden eggs rising from curious flora. As we speak, our dreamers are hiding eggs in a black shroud for participants to lift from the shrubbery, thereby reenacting my dream. Successful seekers will be awarded with very stylish glasses. But yeah, Ira, I hope you're having a good day. Although, no little time has passed since I've had word from dear Nanota, who is organizing the operation. I cannot help but worry that something's gone awry. If only I could go and find her myself, but alas, I have duties to attend to here. Of course! Momo, perhaps you would be so kind as to seek Nanota out in my stead? Thank you! I hope she's returned to Gridania safely. It will be worth checking the Aetheryte Plaza before venturing further afield. She, too, should be wearing a pair of our thematic glasses, hers in the shape of a chicken. I'm so glad to see so many potatoes out and about today. Speak of the devil. Nanota. My glasses? They're a prize for participating in the year's Hatching Tide festivities, but... Marvelous! I chased a leafy beast to discover the most fortuitous chicken. But for now I must away. I look forward to these Hatching Tide festivities, these springtime delights. Oh, hello, Momo. A happy Hatching Tide to you. How can I be of service? Chili sent you? I suppose I have been gone for a while, but I've been having trouble hiding our eggs in the arena. As I was working, these tall, thick grasses suddenly sprung forth. I tried to trim them back, but not even my best garden scythe could make the smallest impression. At best, I managed to snip a couple leaves. Now, I cannot help but worry that our arena is carpeted not by typical brambles, but a variety of leafkin. We can hardly send our egg hunters into a nest of monsters. Oh, what to do? You would help? A godsend, truly. Then let us start by gathering information about this peculiar plant. Though I know adventurers generally prefer to slay monsters first and ask questions later. I shall head for the Botanist Guild. In the meantime, if you could ask around the Carline Canopy regarding this strange specimen, I would greatly appreciate it. Here, take one of the leaves I managed to salvage. Let us reconvene at the Aetheryte Plaza once we've gathered what information we can. Assistant. Greetings, adventurer. Have you come seeking a contract? Perplexingly persistent plant life populating the park prepared for participants. This leaf. I dare say it comes from some variety of flytrap. We often receive petitions regarding roselets, but I don't believe I've seen leafkins of this particular shade of green. Curious. Just as typical plant life flourishes during this season, so too do leafkin. I would not be surprised if some aberrant strain had developed in the process. If you require assistance in culling it, do not hesitate to ask. Soft-spoken servant. Welcome to the Carline Canopy. If there's any way I might be of service, you need only ask. While I am well versed in the leaves steeped for myriad teas, my knowledge can offer no insight on this particular specimen. My apologies. However, we did have a guest come in search of strange leafkin just a moment ago. An Ellison gentleman wearing shaded spectacles. He introduced himself as an alchemist specializing in the study of wild beasts. While he did seem somewhat eccentric, perhaps an expert of his standing might offer the assistance you require. I believe he said he was bound for Old Gridania, should you desire to seek him out. Breezy adventurer. Hey there, beautiful. You looking to hire? I'm good with the lamps. I kind of wonder what this person says to a male character. It better be the same fucking thing. Oh, I recognize this. A whole swarm of this leafkin was crowding a little corner of the Black Shroud just the other day. Never seen anything quite like it, so I tried giving it a poke. Would you believe it? The leaves and flowers just kept growing back, easy as you please. Eventually, I just gave up. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's feeling impotent. Wait, do you have more dialogue? What's worse, that damn leafkin didn't so much as give me a proper fight. Just sprang back all the thicker, like the elementals were sneering at me. Ah, God's but I'm lonely. Amazing. The alchemist seeking Curious Leafkin said he had business in Old Gridania. You may still be able to catch him. That leaf may belong to a mutation. If it gives you any trouble, we can help. Oh, stupid pop-ups. I had to restart my computer, and of course, I don't know about y'all, but I get a lot of damn pop-ups after I do that. You're back! Perfect timing! According to the folks at the Botanist Guild, the leaf belongs to a type of highly durable leafkin. So durable, in fact, that the pieces you and I possess are apparently still very much alive. What did you discover? So others have been similarly unsuccessful in cutting them back? In which case, developing an alternative strategy does seem to be in order. The alchemist you mentioned seems like a good lead, don't you think? An Ellison with shaded spectacles. Perhaps that was the fellow with whom I was speaking earlier. He did say something about chasing a leafy beast after all. Let's head over and see if we can't find him. It's a busy night. Let's see. Oh, I suppose one's as good as the other. What's it bringing me to? Oh, the damn Odin quest that I'm not doing. I love that the eggs glow. It's so cute. They look almost like giant jelly beans like this. Look at this. Also, say this is one of Y'shtola's sisters, BT Dubs. What was I looking for? The bespectacled Ellison. Ah. I just had to go a little bit further. Here he is, the gentleman who asked about my glasses. Oh, the fortuitous chicken has found me again, along with a lady of adventure. Yes, that sounds like me. Ravenous for a leafkin, large and small, and the wayfaring alchemist Herberin at your service. What? Why, this is the very leaf I've been pursuing for moons upon moons! Moons upon moons upon moons upon moons! That is to say, if you were seeking assistance in combating this menace, I would be happy to help. Yeah, it sounds like a scientist to me. We'd be much obliged. As an alchemist, would you say that some sort of concoction might be effective against this creature? Oh! Doubt you not the efficacy of my concoctions, little chicken. With this aberrant leaf in my possession, Herberin the Great can finally realize his purpose for traveling to the Dwarveswood, can finally seize his quarry by the stalk and wrestle it. And can wrestle it into submission. Are you good? But my enthusiasm overcomes me. You see, as I was poring over a leafkin of this very persuasion, my eyeballs were subjected to quite a piece of mischief. Since then, they burn like all 7 hells if exposed to sunlight, wind, or most anything. As long as I wear these tinted lenses, I can remain upright and free of blinding pain and nausea for several battles at a time. Quite long enough to brew a tincture that shall spare you both a similar fate. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have ingredients to procure from the shaded bower. Wait! At least allow me to foot the bill! Let's see. Oh, I suppose running is fine. Kid, hello! Can I offer you an egg in these trying times? I hope you're having a good night. We are here for egg. Although in this case, we're dealing with problems hiding the eggs. By the time I caught up with him, he'd already finished his shopping. Haha, just the bare sight of that leaf has imbued me with untold mercantile stamina. Like lightning flashed my gill, and like a mountain grew my spoils. Sorry, I had got a couple of different messages I have to check extremely quickly. Okay, nothing bad. Yeah, the new house flipper downloaded. Now then, I must gather my thoughts. The leaf kid in question is a troublesome strain of flytrap possessed of a vitality so great it sprouts forth with abundance from the very spot it had been shorn. Therefore, by thwarting its regenerative properties, we may cut this terror down to size, not only in the metaphorical sense, but in the literal. You two have living pieces of its tender floral flesh. Combined with my chosen ingredients, they should yield a distillation that will forestall the creature's recovery. The effects will be temporary, but a skilled hand needs only a few moments, no? Soak your scythe in Herburn's bane, and mow with all your might. What wonderful news! Can you imagine if the creatures were only susceptible to fire? An egg hung through a field of ash is hardly what Chili dreamed of. Fire? Heavens forfend, my dear chicken! The act of snipping itself is transcendent communication, or so they say. To inhale the life breath of the forest, to welcome within one's heart the bounties of the land, to occasionally have one's eyes squirted with burning venom. These are the experiences we live for. Not to mention all the free samples of plant life to be gained along the way. Were I not liable to keel over at any moment, I would like nothing better than to slice through the shrubbery at your side. However, I have every confidence that a brave adventurer such as yourself will succeed where I have failed. Now, let us commence. Make me the happiest man in the realm and bestow upon me your leaves. Well, I hope your night gets better, Kit. Just as oil dissolves oil, the extracts from this leaf shall counteract their own regenerative properties. Whereby this should be brought thusly, and that should be, yes, from all angles may this scythe strike true. I want this. Do I get to keep this as a glam? I want this so bad. Oh no! The fucking music, are you kidding me? I offer up my masterpiece, my soul, my well-lubricated garden scythe. In your hands, may it hack away our hardships. Prepare to meet the Reaper, you can leave the rest to me. Okay, this is mandatory. Exterminate! Let's not get too carried away, shall we? Think of the children! Now that our garden scythe is equipped to cut back the fly traps, we are one step closer to reclaiming our arena. Rest assured, your efforts will be rewarded with exclusive hatching-type gifts. But, do take care to avoid any squirting venom. Is there a doctor in the house? For sure, can we? Okay, I was going to say, my poor man needs a nap and some Benadryl. Harbour and the Upright would like to join this sortie to observe the effects of his alchemical miracle, insofar as they can be observed with scalded eyeballs. Of course! Let us watch Momo's work from a safe distance. Our arena is a fair walk from here, so I'll have the Dreamers arrange for a chocobo carriage. Come and find me when you're ready to depart. See, watch this not be like anything to do with venom, and our fella just has like allergies. This is just pollen. It's not even venom, it's just pollen. Which, although that is a form of poison. Close enough, Kit. With the notice blessing, we shall bear you to the arena on a moment's notice. Ready to clear out our arena of troublesome sprigs and stalks? Just say the word, and an egg usher shall whisk us away. Okay, so another one of these events. Wield a special all classes and jobs. Let's do the thing. When you're ready, I shall escort you to the egg arena. If I may provide any further assistance, do not hesitate to let me know. Participate! There they are, those troublesome traps crowding our arena. Use the garden scythe the Herber prepared for us and start hacking away. Okay. Okay. Oh my god! Wait, onward? Oh, what resplendent beauty do I spy among the weeds? Bring me its flesh. Bring it to me! It's so good, though. I was so happy. The 8-bit version is cracking me up. What connection, what spirit? Those marvelous creatures clearly inspired your greatest talents. Your cleaning spirit rises, the Spriganator calls. This is the last arena we detrimmed. I know it's a lot to ask, but I have every faith in you. Oh my god! That was delightful! Special brilliant egg. The tricolor enamel finish of this prophetic egg is singularly captivating to behold. I kind of love this 8-bit version. Oh my god. Oh no, Narrowcon doesn't get crazier. Magnificent work. Thanks to you, our hatching... wrong voice, sorry. Magnificent work. Thanks to you, our hatching type participants may search for eggs in safety and comfort. Indeed, my alchemical solution exceeded even my own expectations. You have delivered me a vision, a dream. Not to mention sprigs of a most troublesome trap. How I shall probe, how I shall stare. All without risk to what remains of my vision. Woohoo! Well, I'm glad he seems pleased with the results. Go ahead and tell Jilly that our egg hunt may proceed as scheduled. Our arena was filled with leafkin. No wonder preparations were taking longer than expected. I'm glad to hear the issue has been resolved and that everyone emerged unscathed. You zoom all the way out so you can see the whole field and plan your approach. Okay, good idea. Not only did Momo clean up... Oh, wrong voice. Not only did Momo clean up those sprigs and sprouts, she also managed to retrieve what eggs were lost in the foliage. We should be ready to hide the eggs anew and begin the festivities. I would like to thank the alchemist who was so crucial to the operation. Do you think Master Herber is still in Gridania? Eureka! The man himself! You sound, cheerful? bear chicken! Cheerful does not describe the half of my mood, for Herbert and the Peerless has made a discovery for the ages! From the leafkin samples you provided me, I was able to concoct a regenerative ointment for my poor blistered eyeballs. I am cured! My habit of sticking my face too close to my object of study has, at long last, served me well. For where once venom splashed, so too did an antidote. Can you imagine how else we might manipulate the properties of these fantastic creatures? We could develop cures upon cures, devise agents upon agents. We are witness to a golden age of alchemy, rising resplendent from fields of fell leafkin. Goodness! This must be what the eggs in my dream represented, the bright hopes for a future that this discovery portends. Egg. So it was you, my oval comrades, who spoke of destiny. Had I but listened. Alas, Herberin has been a fool. He's a very endearing weirdo. But no longer. I shall hereby heed the wisdom of Egg and continue my work with full faculties. All thanks to you. You seem to possess a great appreciation for the spearing of hatching tide, and also a pair of our promotional glasses. Oh, these? These I wear not for protection against the elements, but as a reminder of the catalyst that changed my fate forevermore. Momo, like, okay, bud. It does me proud to see how hatching tide brings joy to one and all, and our celebrations have but scarcely begun. Momo, please accept these glasses as a token of our appreciation. You have more than earned them. Our dreamers will continue patrols of the arena, but we may well need some future trimming. Your assistance would be much appreciated, and rewarded with special hatching tide gifts. So, are we limited on how many moves we do in the minigame? Or is it just a matter of being the most efficient we can be? I've never seen a trimming quite so thorough or stylish. You really showed us the true spirit of an adventurer. So the golden eggs in my dream represented a golden age of alchemy. We could never have made hatching tide possible without you, Momo. Thank you so much. That makes sense. Here, I'll just stick you here for now. Why do I only have one thing in my inventory? It says I got a pair of the... An illustrated periodical on fashionable facial accessories, this particular issue contains a cover story on exceedingly extravagant spectacles of varying colors. You use it to unlock the party eggie eyeglasses eggwear. Aren't we supposed to get 2 things? I mean, those are eggies, alright. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. So, okay, that actually is rather nice of them. To have it as both a physical item and as a face wear. Oh. Goodness. I see what you mean by efficiency. It would take quite a lot of... I would have to run this a lot of times to get all of these. Good lord. Well, we'll do that off screen and hopefully figure out a better way to be more efficient. Hello, folks, in your outfits. I eagerly await the advent of Tonberry spectacles. The realm may not yet be prepared for their splendor, but in time all shall come to realize the glory that is Tonberry. Bless this mess. I'm ecstatic that my delightful darlings are replicated in these spectacles. I'm sporting a pair myself, you know, beneath my festival guise. Have you met these fine fellows, Master Paulin and Hamlin? One a lover of chickens, one a worshipper of tonberries, both spirits kindred in their devotion. Speaking of passion, how's the arena fare? Fancy another trim, another slice, another delightful delivery of luscious leafkin? Y'all are fucking weird, and I love it. Well, that's delightful, and I will absolutely be coming back to this on my off time to do this and be more efficient about it. That said, let's do some MSQ, shall we? Okay, no. Alright. Sorry, I keep getting alerts on my side of things. I just checking to make sure that there's nothing crazy. And it doesn't appear to be the case. Oh, that was what I meant to do off stream. I meant to get all of the, why I got off. It's why I get off my mount. It's not like I actually needed to. The ether currents in this area. But I forgot to. Oh well, that's another thing I'll do off stream. This land is ours. I'm sorry, little ant guys. Oh, we're actually pretty close by one. Maybe I should grab that before I get too much further. Or not, actually. Screw that. I don't have the patience right now. Should we have a chance to meet Marchamp again? Remind me to thank him. Had he not warned us to expect a Nath, I doubt I would be standing here. Amid ruins that I would tentatively describe as Ishgardian, the style, if not quite identical, betrays a definite resemblance. You have a scholar's eye, Master Alphino. This structure is, in fact, over 1,000 years old. It is a remnant of an age where our ancestors and dragonkind lived together in peace. You claim this is evidence of our harmonious past? I was taught that these buildings were constructed by heretics in honor of your Dravanian masters. This rubble inspires no such awe in me. Stubborn fool, how desperately you cling to the false teaching of your beloved Holy See. Enough, both of you! You threaten the success of our mission with this incessant squabbling. Momo, pray reason with these two. Our goals are the same. Set aside your differences for now. the truth of the past will be revealed. Quite. Lest you forget, our goal is to prevent a war which will claim the lives of Dervanians and Nishgardians alike. If we are to accomplish this, you must learn to tolerate each other's presence. Trust in Momo's gift. In time, the secrets of history will be brought to light. Let that be enough, Estinian. You would have me keep my counsel until Momo's visions confirm the truth? Very well, but bait me not. Our meeting with Hraesvelgr would likely provide the catalyst Momo's gift requires, as it did mine. Let us press on. I don't think, no, this gearstone is good. Dragons in the sky and Nath upon the ground. One must needs sprout eyes in the back of one's head to survive this land. These Ant-men are bold to bring their war to the dragon's doorstep. Mayhap we should invite them to man the walls of Ishgard. The Trine Towers. Ysael wishes to survey the approach to the distant towers. Spy you the 3 great towers to the west? Ishgardians know them as Annex Trine. This place serves as a roost for Hraesvelgr's lesser kindred. If we are to reach the peak of Somal, we must first beseech those dragons to open the way. But do not be disheartened. The one who leads them is a friend. Of rather more concern is the disposition of the Nath. Let us survey the approach to the towers and see if the path is clear. That's the main Nath hive, so to speak, their colony. I called them ants, but they're more, well, I guess ants or termites. These things are basically, if I remember correctly, like anti-dragon stuff. Avalonia Fallen. Fallon? To see the enemy of mine enemy is also mine enemy. The Nath are fast becoming a nuisance. They seem to plague our every step. 'Tis as I feared. The road ahead is teeming with Nath soldiers. Masham did not exaggerate, then. These beastmen have grown brazen indeed if they would threaten the dragon so openly. Do they intend to assault the lair itself? I pray they do not. Mighty though my Dervanian friends are, they are yet vulnerable to the Nath's muskets. There is no route save the one before us. Should the beastmen offer battle, we have no choice but to accept. Gee, I wonder what we have to do. Oh, okay, we got more of them. Where are they? Oh, hi! Are you done? Okay. Maya Sid. They're so cool looking though. Look at the little guy. Got a big old mouth. Annex Trine's so cool looking though. All will belong to us. You are not the fucking Borg, my dude. Three elves walk into a bar. The scale of this structure is nothing short of outstanding, but that's only to be expected, I suppose, given the size of its occupants. A greater dragon approaches. I take no pleasure in killing the Nath. 'Twas to avoid bloodshed that I agreed to join you on this journey. Well, it cannot be helped. We may proceed into the courtyard together, but leave the task of hailing its occupants to me. And keep your lance on your back, Dragoon. On my word to the Warrior of Light, I shall start no fight, only finish it. You are truly beyond salvation. Come, then. The problem is that Estinian and Yazel are too alike. Fundamentally, they are both exceedingly stubborn people who have a lot of the same trauma. Their homes being destroyed by either by the Calamity or by dragons.
Vidofnir!
Ah, 'tis thee, little one. From above I did mistake thee for a Nath. 'Tis well I chanced to look again, or thou wouldst now be ash.
Dear Vidofnir, how I have missed you. Would that I had come sooner, and not out of dire necessity.
Thou art troubled. Speak that I might know thy plight. Thou wouldst have father admonish his brood brother.
I would end this war without further bloodshed.
How am I to believe thee, little one, when thine own companion beareth Nidhogg's stolen eye?
Have care, dragon, or I shall gouge out one of yours.
Estinian, come on, dude.
You forget yourself, sir. We are here on a mission of peace.
My sires will forbiddeth me from inviting discord to our home. 'Tis for this reason and no other that thou still drawest breath, knight.
Vidofnir, please. We must be allowed to convey our intentions to Hraesvelgar in person, with words of our own choosing. Grant us this favor, and open the way to Som Al.
Thou hast ever been welcome, little one. But I cannot grant thy wish. I am bound to remain here, and protect my kin from the Nath's god.
The Nath have summoned a primal.
Pray excuse my forwardness, but if we were to eliminate the threat to your territory, would you consent to Lady Izel's request?
Ha! Dost thou imagine thyself equal to the task? To succeed where dragons have failed? 'Tis beyond thee, mortal. But thou art welcome to try, nonetheless. Only know that idle promises shall avail thee naught.
It would seem we have no choice but to make good on Alphino's offer. Why must our every bid for peace breed yet more war?
You need to behave, Istinian. Vadofnir is one of my favorite dragons. You need to be good. By the Fury, must we now defeat a primal that we may treat with the worm? I begin to see how you gained your reputation for surmounting the insurmountable. Once more, Primal rears its head, and once more the task of slaying it falls to you. Would that I too possess the echo. Gifts for the outcasts. Ysel seems occupied with thoughts of the Nath and their primal. So the Nath have summoned their god, and thus it is the mystery of their newfound belligerence laid to rest. Are you not glad, Lady Iceheart? I thought you would applaud them for summoning a primal to further their own ends. After all, you did. I did not reach out to Saint Shiva to further mine own ends. I desired the strength only to forge anew the peace between man and dragon. But what a fool I am to speak of peace to you, a bloodthirsty savage who murders without thought of compunction. Enough! Enough, I say! If the Nath have truly brought forth their deity from the ether, we must face it together or watch our hopes fall apart. All now rests upon this primal's defeat. But ere we think of confronting it, we must first study its origins. What is the nature of this god? What manner of faith sustains its existence? My apologies. You are right, of course. But let's return to Tailfeather and consult with Marchamp. He knows more of the Nath and their culture than most. Well, this is a new settlement, so I am going to be taking a moment to speak with folks. Niskfan. You are welcome here for now. But remember, we are always watching. You're such a cool-looking guy. Is there anyone around the back? Or are we empty? Ah, that way's blocked. Senyato. A child of man enters Annex Shrine. Interesting. Who are you? I am Senyato. My brothers and sisters are as one under her Esfelgar. We purge this place of all who would bear us ill will. We seek quiet and calm. Those who deny us will be met with fangs and claws. Heed me, mortal. Should you disturb the peace of our home, we will know. What kind of place is this? Annex Shrine is the work of man in ages past, but man has long forgotten the fruits of his labor. The origins of Annex Shrine are not our concern. These grounds are silent. They suit our needs. Annex Shrine is our home now. Oop, no. Bare minimum. We must needs attune to the ether right here. Who else is around to talk to? none. Without wings, you must take this passage to scale the tower. Above you will find more of my kin, but beware the Cave of Morn. Yeah, I have to earn my wings. It has actually been a while since I came here, even on Keldred. Kashta! The bridge beyond this chamber leads to Morn. It's a place of silence. Tread softly through its halls. And take a sec to talk to some of the folks present here. We have no quarrel with man, but the young ones are still prideful. They look upon man with contempt. In time, they will understand the folly in their judgment. A sleepy dragon. I do rather wonder what this building was used for. It's such an enormous room. Okay, though. I've spoken with and checked with everything, so let's teleport back. Oh, back already, are we? Met the Nath, did you? And what is it that you'd like to... Summoned a primal, you say? 7 hells! Well, I don't know bugger all about Nath religion, if I'm honest. Beyond their trading habits, the nurse seen much point in asking. But it shouldn't be that hard to find out. From time to time, we barter with a small hive to the north and west of here. Outcasts in the main tribe, from what I understand. I reckon they'd be willing to tell you a bit about themselves, if you give them the right incentives. That sounds promising. And what exactly would a Nath consider to be the right incentives? Oh, nothing your average hunter couldn't scrounge up in a day or two. But seeing as you're in a hurry, you might want to divide the chores amongst yourselves. You want a good-sized jar of land trap nectar, a basket of calam tree fruit, and, always a Nath favorite, a generous portion of young Nanka flesh. I shall gather the fruit. Leaping to the lower branches of these forest giants should present little challenge to me. Then I shall collect the nectar, with Master Alphino's arcane assistance. And that leaves you to bring home the meat. You'll need to carve it from the smaller Nankas that live in the rivers. 3 big hunks should be enough, I reckon. Once you get everything together, you need to set it down at what we call the trading post. Here, I'll mark the spot on your map for you. You've been most kind, Master Marchand. Well then, let us attend to our respective tasks, and reconvene at the trading post. I hardly need to add the last one there is a rotten ink egg. You're in charge of gathering the Nanka flesh, right? You'll find the beasts down by the riverbanks. Just be sure to avoid the bigger ones carrying the unhatched spawn on their backs. I reckon 3 good hunks ought to do it. As soon as you have them, head over to the trading post. I marked on your map and add them to your mate's offerings. Simple. Ugh. Great. This means I have to go around. I should be able to fit under there. Come on. Logic dictates that, you know, I understand why they're not letting me go cut under there. But also, I'm tiny. But also, there have been cutscenes where your character is put into like a jail cell where a Lalafell could easily slip through the bars, but they can't for story reasons. Clearwater Nikinanka. Where's my zippy thing? I love how he was like, don't bother killing the big ones with the eggs. The first one I kill is one of the big ones with the eggs. Dum-dum. Master Alphino possesses a rare talent for the arcane arts. Should he continue to apply himself to their study, he'll become a formidable mage in time. When I set out to master the Dragoon's jump, 'twas not to strike fear into the hearts of high-hanging fruit. I was able to gather a goodly amount of nectar from the land traps, though I would not have known how to harvest it without Yzel's help. Do you have the Nanka meat? The tender tail meat of an underdeveloped Ninkinanka. Splendid. I should put this with the Stinian's fruit and assemble a suitably generous-looking hamper for the Nath. The non-mind. Alphino is eager to make contact with the Nath. Well, everything appears to be in order. Assuming no one has any objections to my choice of presentation, I shall place our offerings at the trading post as instructed. Were I of the Nath, I think I would be suitably impressed. Well, how long must we wait? Should we have a sound of the signal or something? Some such? Calm yourself, Master Alphino. Our offering has not gone unnoticed. It's been like 2 seconds, Alphino. They're just little guys. Long has it been since hunters last came to trade, bearing gifts that fill the air with such delightful scents. Landtrap nectar! Killer tree fruit! And Nanka flesh! What delectable fruits you have bound for us. Our meager resistance is much enriched by your bounty. Come, hunters. Come to our hive if you would trade. Cramped and stifling our homes are, but the rancid incense keeps the dragons at bay. Cramped, stifling, and horribly smelly. But better to live instead than to be cracked and quenched by dragon jaws, yes. Come, come, it is not far. doesn't come as a surprise to anyone who knows me, but I fucking love the Nath. They're just little guys. Strangely friendly, are they not? Or mayhap just strange. These Naths seem harmless enough. Almost jovial, even. I would prefer, however, that we conclude our business with them as soon as possible. Can these truly be Nath? Were it not for their appearance, I would think them wholly unrelated to the savage creatures that attacked us on the road. Alphino, my good man, you know, we have seen the difference between, in beast tribes, between the ones that are and are not affected by primals. It is much the same.
We will ever be watching.
Little guys! The Hungerer.
The Nath of the One Mind. Every day they eat the same thing. They eat the same bland paste. They have no idea of all the yummy, delicious foods in the world. Once I was of one mind. Now I am Sibleroy. Why Sibleroy? Why not?
Vath storyteller. I love them so much.
Leave our hive. There is nothing for you to hunt here.
Oh, I love this guy. Once you unlock the Beast Tribe quest here, this guy sends you to get, like, everything under the sun for him to eat. Voracious Vath.
Life can be hard and unpleasant, but for a generous hunter, there might be something more.
My beloved Vath.
Your presence here has announced to the storyteller. You must speak with our chosen leader in words, for we are Vath. We are the non-mind. Welcome to our hive, hunters. We have brought delicacies much sought after by our people, and we are much pleased. What would you have in return?
Honored Elder, pray allow me to begin by thanking you for welcoming us into your home, and for accepting our humble offerings. My companions and I are come in search of knowledge, specifically knowledge of your people's god.
Knowledge alone. What strange hunters you are. But if it is words you desire, then words you shall have. We are the Vath, the non-mind, and to speak is our fate. You would hear the tale of the Nath's god, of the god the One Mind summoned into our midst.
The One Mind. These are the Nath who reside in the main colony?
Yes, they are one, connected. But let us begin the story at its beginning. Some moons ago, a single dragon flew in from the west, bleeding and weak. It fell from the sky and into the hive where it was sworn by my brethren, and with spear and spell and musket the dragon was slain.
'Twas likely that one had fled the battle with my kinsman. I should commend you for finishing the job. Estinian, come on, dude.
Dragons are fierce and terrible adversaries. The One Mind would always cower when their winged shadows passed over the ground. But no longer. They had learned that a battle-weary Javanian was easy prey. Thus did the One Mind decide to heed the words of the black-robed men. The One Mind would call forth our god and unleash his blades upon the dragons. Javanian lands would become Nathlands, and ever larger would grow our domain. But our god ever hungers. The price he demands in crystals far exceeds the rewards for this war. We of the Vath despise and revile his insatiable existence.
It's requiring me to grab one of these, so... Oop. Clicked off the thing.
We are the non-mind.
Ooh, I gotta read this.
The whispers of thought are grown silent, and with our voices aloud we must speak. Of necessity, then, was a storyteller chosen.
Oh! Stolen munitions. The Vath Fleetfoot is examining the weapon stores with a concerned expression.
Though we heed not each other's thoughts, generous hunter, you somehow know that we need help. Our weapon stocks are wanting. We need more. I would make a request of you. Please bring us muskets with which to defend ourselves. You can take them from the Nath nearby. 2 would be sufficient.
They're such humble little dudes. The beast tribes have ever summoned their gods out of necessity. That the Nath should do so out of mere covetousness sets a worrying precedent. Even a wounded dragon is a dangerous opponent. These ant-men did well to overpower one. A Nathic and deity. Ysel seemed troubled by the Nath's war of expansion. I call upon the power of a primal for the greater good, conscious all the while that I do so at grave cost to the land. I reason that is a necessary evil, and willingly shoulder the burden of my sin. In suggesting that such crimes can be justified, you may argue that I presume too much, but you must surely see that I am aware of the magnitude of my transgressions. Not so the Nath. They summon their deity for no greater purpose than to expand their dominion. To a sign of the seventh dawn, one sworn to eliminate the primal threat. The distinction you draw seems questionable at best, but the fact remains that my own grandfather risked unleashing the power of the 12 in an attempt to prevent the calamity. Thus, while I may not condone your actions, I at least understand them. Not so the Nath, as you so rightly put it. If they truly seek naught but territorial gain, I can only conclude that they are ignorant of the ruinous consequences of their god's insatiable appetite. The longer that this primal is suffered to exist, the greater the suffering it will cause. It must be destroyed. How lightly you propose the destruction of this god, Master Alphino, a being of which we know not. Has it occurred to you that you might be sending the Warrior of Light to her death? No, you have the right of it, Estinian. It would seem it is I who am guilty of presuming too much. Pray forgive me, Momo. I do not fear my duty. Wait, Momo need not face his foe alone. Like her, I am blessed with the Echo's protection, and may do battle without fear of primal influence. Let me bear this burden. Ha! Do you truly imagine yourself a second Warrior of Light? Remind me, how many primals have you faced, my lady? Not that it matters. We know not where this god resides, or how to challenge it. Unless you mean to pray until it appears? Estinian makes a valid point. Let us speak with the Vath and learn how best to secure an audience with their deity. In this, at least, I may be of assistance. Excuse me. The young lord certainly appears eager to prove his worth. Well, our buddy Alphino has a great deal of guilt to contend with.
There must be some way of infiltrating the main colony. We are Vath. We are the non-mind. We do not hear the one-mind's thoughts. We cannot predict their will. Put this idea from your minds, generous hunters. If you meet with our god, then he will have your souls. Surely you are not as generous as that. You wish to meet our god? Offer yourself as a sacrifice, and you will soon be brought before him. We would mourn the loss of such generous hunters, however.
I should talk to Estinian. By the Fury, I would swear these beastmen know less about their god than I do. Where is... I'm sure Ysel has a dialogue. The Nath greet mine every question with cryptic utterances. I fear I am no closer to understanding the tenets of their faith.
You are generous hunters, yes? Many gifts you have brought, but not enough for all of that to enjoy. Maybe you could bring us just one more? We are very fond of Nanka Thrash. Yes, the meat of a young Nanka would make a fine repast.
They're just hungry. I will say that is one thing that they're just cute. I just find the Vath very cute. They are very honest and they're very forthright in what they want. So I've got an ad coming up that I can't postpone any longer. I'm gonna go ahead and run it while I'm murdering a few things. So I'll be back with you folks in 3 minutes. Oh, wait. A band of heretics led by overzealous Huibartan has gathered near Tailfeather. Their sights set on the lightly defended hamlet and its bounteous stores of provisions. Slay the wild-eyed men and women before their leader arrives and the assaults commence. I'm not gonna do that, but it's interesting. Why the fuck did they want to make me go all the way down there? That's just mean. Oh, that's a hunt. Thextera. Oh, you're so pretty, though. Look at you, pretty thing. I thought it was going to be another, like, 3. Oh man, the amount of... So these are another, these Lotons, on Keldred. I killed so many of them, because there's so many recipes for this part of the game that require their meat, their milk, or their hide. We're gonna do it like this, are we? Okay, if that's how you feel. Oh, fine. Welcome back! Thanks for putting up with the ad break, my dears. Over here. I don't want to fight another one of your buddies. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. even sure what kind of climate to call this place. It's not quite grassland. Hi and bye. Oh yeah, I think I have to go around. Yeah, I do. It's a one-way trip because there's a little cliff.
Have you the muskets?
A queerly shaped firearm wielded by the beast tribe's fire drones.
Thank you, Hunter. With these, we can arm ourselves, defend ourselves. We are of the same blood as the Vath, but even we find it utterly unnerving. The way they think as one, the way they move as one. It's hard to imagine us as the same people.
The Vath tell me that their tribe is not accustomed to giving each individual a name. It seems they only grasped the concept after they began trading with the hunters. For once, I am in agreement with the dragoon. Speaking with these beastmen is an exercise in frustration. And what has that to do with their primal or their faith, Master Alphino? Let us glean the information we require and be done with this place. I mean, to be fair, both Ascidian and Yzael are very pragmatic, whereas Alphino is a researcher. He's a nerd. Of course he's going to be interested. He also has experience with interacting with beast tribes back in the rest of Eorzea.
We Vath do enjoy our Nanka flesh. Have you been out hunting yet? Another gift for the Nath. So unexpected! Yes. You will have more of the words you strange hunters hunger for. Listen now. The senses of the One Mind are enmeshed by the Overmind. What one sees, all see. What one feels, all feel. Alert a single Nath and the whole hive is alerted. To reach our god undetected is all but impossible.
The Vath want to allude to certain concepts without explanation, but I'm beginning to wonder. I believe I'm beginning to grasp a few of the fundamentals. From what I understand, the king-like Overmind sits at the center of Nath society, and his presence somehow allows its subjects to communicate without need of word or gesture. These Nath, the ones who inhabit the larger hive, are known as the One Mind, and it was by their combined will the primal was summoned. Those who reside in the smaller hive, however, are the Vath, or the Non-Mind, who, for reasons that have yet escaped me, seem to have been excluded from the telepathic bond which connects their Nath counterparts. Thus are the Vath ignorant of the One Mind's thoughts and intentions, and of the nature of their own god. In summary, we have wasted our time. Not so. Perilous though it may be, the Vath did furnish us with one certain method of approaching the primal, as sacrifices. Should we allow ourselves to be captured in the environs of the colony, the Nath will bring us before their deity to make an offering of our souls. All rests upon the destruction of the Nath's god. If we must surrender ourselves for us to sacrifice to approach the abomination, freely will I do it. I will admit, I'd begun to wonder whether non-mind meant brainless. Apparently not. Breaking into hives. Alphino wishes to review Yzael's plan for infiltrating the Nath hive. Forgive me, but let's be clear about what it is that you propose. You mean to say that you would deliberately provoke the Nath, surrender yourself into what might generously be termed their custody, and then wait until their god arrives to claim your soul? Aye, that fairly well describes my plan. You would join me in this endeavor, will you not, Momo? Judging by the great risk you took to prevent the summoning of Saint Shiva, you are not a woman to err on the side of caution. Would that I could fight at your side, warrior of light. But the power of the dragon is no protection against primal influence. Forgive me, but I must remain here with Master Alphino. Then it is settled. Momo, you and I shall challenge the guards at the entrance to the colony. Once the hive is roused, we shall feign a brief show of resistance, and then allow them to take us prisoner. Estinian's words stung me more than I care to admit. It would seem I have begun to take your victories for granted. Do be cautious, my friend. I would be curious to test my lance against the Beast Tribe's god, but I cannot risk falling under its sway. Tell me of the battle upon your return, Warrior of Light. I would honestly love to sit here and do all the missions for the Vath, but main story quests first. I have a deep and abiding weakness for beast tribes. Hey, you're facing in the opposite direction this time. Hi, buddy. Oh, I'm sorry, did I make you self-conscious? Oop. It is pretty fucking cool looking, I must admit. Intruders, your lives are forfeit. Yes. The Overmind must by now be aware of our intrusion. Let us press on into the hive and ensure that we have our host's undivided attention. it's a circle? Or a spiral, rather? Putting one of those here just seems mean. That should be sufficient. If we did not have our host's full attention before, we must surely have it now. Our audience of the problem may be granted soon after our capture. Pray advise me once you have steeled your mind for the battle to come. Lord of the Hive, Ysel awaits an opportunity to surrender to the Nath. You are prepared, then? Hold here, Momo. When next the Nath come, we offer no resistance.
Surrender, intruders. There's no escape.
Enough. We surrender. We throw ourselves upon the mercy of your god. They seem eager to proceed. Good. When they take us before their lord, pray leave matters to me. If what I know of summoning rituals holds true, I shall be well placed to act. Mark the sound of the river rushing through the ravine behind us. Passing loud, is it not? I imagine the noise would serve to mask our escape, should we need to withdraw temporarily. But you are prepared, are you not? I do hope so. If I were to be dragged away for sacrifice while you were haggling over the price of potions, I should not be amused. Affording us a way to get out.
Try to escape and we will break your fleshy legs.
Same thing. Although I dismiss Master Alphinaud's concerns, I confess that I did wonder how the Nath might treat their prisoners. Happily, it would seem that they are not wont to harm sacrifices, nor even to disarm them. Plainly, they imagine they're gone invulnerable. The plan goes better than expected.
Now we have but to wait.
He has the specialist stick.
O Lord Ravana, master of the sacred blades, wrath of the colony, conqueror of the world, hear our prayer. Pray grant unto your devoted children the gift of your divine presence.
He comes.
All strength to the colony. Speak and I shall listen.
Oh, glorious General, we have captured intruders and would make unto you an offering of their life's blood.
These feeble fleshlings dared to invade Natlands.
Hear me, Lord Ravana. My companion and I did not come to contest your children's territory. We wished only to learn the reason you wage war against the dragons.
Thou wouldst flirt with death merely to satisfy thy curiosity. Wherefore should the glorious conquests of the Nath concern thee so, Elizem? Ah, mayhap thine own kind struggle against the worms fareth poorly, and thou art desirous of a pact.
We crave no alliance, Lord Ravana. Only peace. We would bring an end to our war with the dragons. Yet so long as they remain embroiled in this conflict with your children, our goal shall remain out of reach. Never before have the Nath risen up in such numbers, and never yet with you at their head. Why do you lead them to war?
Thy question hath no meaning. To live is but to fight. Long have my children waited, gathering their strength in the shadow of thy ceaseless conflict. The Nath would see the Dravanians slain, and their territory secured. And by such fervent prayers am I now given form and purpose.
As I feared, your very existence is an obstacle to our goal. Since you are so fond of fighting, we challenge you, Lord of the Nath. And should we emerge the victors, I would have you swear to withdraw your soldiers from Dravanian soil.
Thou art bold indeed to risk thy fleshy hide so readily. Very well. I, Ravana, fourfold master of the blade, do accept thy challenge. But should I emerge the victor, I would have thee swear to serve in mine army till thy last breath is spent. Do you accept?
I do. And I believe the first bout is mine.
You've yet to win a battle of Shiva, my dear.
What is this? A god clad in flesh?
Is aught amiss, my lord? Thou wilt not break thy word, I trust.
Mine oath is unbending as steel, little goddess. Thy ruse will but add to mine enjoyment.
I thought myself stronger. Mayhap with more crystals?
Be thou god or maid, thou art nothing to me. And what of thee, mortal? Art thou warrior or craven? A warrior, then? Good! Mayhap thou will provide more sport than thy feeble companion.
Poor Yzael. She really is doing her best. But also, again, she has yet to do a single battle successfully. An insectoid beast tribe connected by the hive mind, the Vath have been but one collective desire, to expand their territory and prosper without fear of dragons. It is by this simple yet powerful wish that a mighty primal bent on war and conquest was summoned into existence. Bound by your promise to Vidnofnir to remove this threat to dragonkind, you must now lead your companions into battle against the savage entity known as Ravana, Lord of the Hive.
The wrath of the colony is undefeated. Victory to the Vath!
Forgive me, I was overconfident. You and Justinian have a lot in common.
The wrath of the colony is undefeated.
What am I doing expecting different responses from all of them when they're all part of the hive mind? Look at this cute little house, though. It's funny that... Oh, shit. Okay. I was sitting here wondering when we were gonna... how long it was gonna take. Apparently the answer is no time at all. Yeah, sorry, Yzael. Skill issue. Oh, the poor thing.
to the song of ringing steel.
Oh dear.
Furious as a blaze.
What are you doing? I don't know what this means. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
Feel my blaze.
Literally the only thing I remember about this fight is that there's a lot of dodging.
I am invincible. Bleed. Wilt thou heal?
I see. Moongana, I remember being important, so.
Prepare thyself.
No.
Rejoice in the glory of combat.
So, your BFFs was Susanoo, right?
Thus does the sacred rite of combat proclaim the victor. I lay my blades at thy feet, child of man.
Honestly, by far one of the most straightforward primals. Dude just wants war. That's it, that's all.
You do not disappoint, warrior of light. Would that I had your skill in battle. I do begin to see why so many place their faith in you. For all his savagery, I do not think Ravana one to break his word. Provided the dragons do not trespass upon Nath lands, they should have little to fear of the Primal's biting blades. We have done well, have we not? Come, let us return to Vidofnir and share these glad tidings.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Once more you achieve the impossible, bringer of light. But with every mortal heart that succumbs to fear and fury, another voice is joined to the chorus, beseeching divine succor. At their bidding, warring gods will shake the firmament, and your world will be consumed in the swelling storm of chaos.
How the fuck do you say your name? Igayorm? Wait, there was a window in that stalactite. Does that imply that that arena we were in was surrounded by, like, upside down buildings that the dudes live in? Because that's interesting. Never since we first fought have I seen you drawn upon the full extent of your power, and never from afar till this day. You were a marvel to behold, Mama. Well, it is time we rejoined our companions. They will be eager to hear the tale, and to continue our journey. Okay.
Oh, wait. Wait.
I think I have to go upstairs for this. Yeah. As Ka looks upon you in wonder, curious of your potential. I sense a great power within you. Yes, you will make us suitable as adversary. Our younglings must learn the hardships of battle. You will find them just beyond the tower. Go, and hold nothing back. Okay. Actually, why don't I just... Actually, no. Not what I meant to click, but okay. Where's the hole in the ground? There we go. Shortcut! We'll do this real quick, and then we'll turn that in, and then we'll have to come back to Vanofnir anyway, so... Wow, that lighting change. Hello, children. I've been told to beat you up.
Battle with you? I would rather not waste my time. Perhaps Kung Gan would find amusement in something so trivial. I have no pleasure in preying on the weak. If you cannot best calm score, I have no business with you. I don't understand. Man is not fit to battle with dragons. Nevertheless, I'll do as Father asks.
Why do I have to battle him? He's so cute. You should no! Don't make me kill the little guy. He's not dead. He's just ouchies.
Wow, that's not possible. My brothers will make you pay.
How dare you do such a thing to Kung Gan? You may have beaten him, but your games end here. Oh no, it makes little squeaky noises.
What trickery is this? I will not let you make a mockery of me and my brothers. So this is the strength of man? Perhaps you've underestimated your kind. Your strength impresses me. Perhaps your kind are not the frail creatures I thought them to be. You defeated Kamkur, I don't believe it.
Just a sort of gentle smackdown for the children's. Summoning Stone. The stone bears a striking resemblance to a chocobo. On closer inspection, that stone appears to be a large horn. Perhaps if you were to blow on one of the holes, it would summon chocobo. It would be prudent to leave a rental fee just in case. It's a good way to avoid there being, like, you know, chocobo porters in a weird spot on the map where humans are not welcome. Oh, hush. Exiled from the Vath after losing their ties to the One Mind, the Vath must fail for themselves if they are to survive. And if that means looking to an adventurer for aid in slaying Logtons, they are not too proud to ask. So, if I'm remembering correctly, the Beast Trap quest for these guys is actually it's really cute. Because you, like, take a... There's a Vath that's trying to be an adventurer, and you sort of take them under your wing, and it's wicked cute. The Ant-Man's god is fallen, then. Impressive, Warrior of Light. Momo, Lady Azael, thank the 12. Lord Ravana, you say? How curious that the Vath never mentioned his name. And you're quite certain he will keep his word? There was honor beneath his savagery. That we survived the encounter at all is a miracle. Sorry, yawn attack. A miracle that I must attribute to Momo. Attribute, however the words. Never did I doubt you, Warrior of Light, unlike some. You were gone so long that Master Alphino here nigh lost his wits with worry, fretting like a maid for her sweetheart he was. Estinian! Was that truly necessary? Not truly necessary, but certainly true. See, Estinian at Alphino is like this jackass older brother that calls him out on his bullshit and also bullies him a little bit. And I kind of feel like this is the kind of relationship that Alphino needs. Because, like, the Scions, their relationship with him is so different. And also, none of them are around right now. So, like, there's a sense of mutual respect and a need to maintain politeness with the other Scions, even when they're in disagreement about something. Because they, you know, a lot of them went to the same school in Charlian as him, and he's a known scholar and a genius. Like, he graduated way earlier than most people. So there's a certain level of mutual respect there, even if they do think he is inexperienced. Estinian has none of that, he has none of that cultural expectation, so he can just be a jackass and call Alphino out. And honestly, he needs this. He needs somebody to hold him accountable, and also, like, be a little bit of a bully. But in, I know you can do better than this kind of way. What matters is that the Primal is banished and our promises fulfilled. We should return to Vidofnir without delay. Lest you forget, this was but a means to secure an audience with the worm Hersvalker. Nidhogg's minions will not be halted by idle chatter. Come, now, we must make every moment count. You are unkind, Estinian. For all his experience and intellect, Alphino is still but a boy. Estinian is flawed, but he does mean well. He just has very, very high expectations for the people around him that are as high as the expectations he has for himself. It is natural for him to feel concern for his companions. Ah, you should have seen the boy fretting. 'Twas a sight to behold. Tease him no more. Master Alphino is to be applauded for his sense of responsibility. Given his years, 'tis little wonder the burden weighs heavily upon his shoulders. I do love Ysael coming to his defense, though. The naming of Vath. The Vath storyteller looks at you, clicking his mandibles nervously.
Great Hunter, we are honored that you have returned to our humble hive. There is something which weighs heavily on our mind. Very heavily. We have a newcomer to Loth as Vath. He has not yet proven himself useful, and so he has no name. So determined is he to find his place that he left the sanctuary to forage in the forests of the east. He's not returned. It has been difficult of late, very difficult. We have grown hungry, and food remains scarce. The One Mind has seen to that. This nameless one means well, but he's highly curious with his newfound senses. This makes him vulnerable. The forest is the domain of the hunters, and his intentions may be misunderstood, for men have not the means to tell Vath from Nath at a glance. Will you not lend us your assistance in finding him? Will you travel to the hunters of the east and ask if they've seen him? Kind hunter, generous hunter, you have our gratitude. Please make haste so that the weight of our mind can be lifted.
Okay. Yes, Society Quest. Okay, so I thought that was another... I'm actually going to go ahead and hide this for now. Simply because that is the Society Quest. That's the Beast Tribe quest to unlock those missions. I'm not doing that right this second. We're focusing on main story quest. Moored in passing. Alphino is keen to inform Vidofnir of Lord Ravana's defeat. Shall we be on our way to Annex Trine, then? I would not have the dragons think that we have forgotten our bargain. Is Vidofnir also upstairs? I think so. So the younglings have learned their place. Do not worry. My intention is not to foster ill relations, but to teach. The younglings grow too prideful, doubting the strength of men. But thanks to you, they now understand. Oh. Vidofnir's downstairs, but over here. Unless... Well, give me a sec, I'm curious. Hey, yeah, this is not where I wanted to go. Squizzy. Oh, never mind, I can't go out that way. Oh, damn. I was kind of hoping I could just jump down. That does not appear to be an option. Will the dragon now honor her word? That remains to be seen. Vidofnir will be pleased to hear of Lord Ravana's defeat, and of his pledge to recall his soldiers. You should be the one to break the news. The victory was yours, after all. Thou art returned, little one. Hast thou abandoned thine ill-conceived contest with the Nath? Nay, my friend, we return in triumph. By Momo's hand was the beastman's god, Lord Ravana, laid low. In his overconfidence, the Primal swore to withdraw his followers from your lands in the event of his defeat. A promise we believe he will keep. The Nath shall trouble you no longer. Deity is slain, then. How didst thou contend with his biting blades? But the particulars matter not. Thou hast fulfilled thy promise, and I shall fulfill mine. Attend me, mortals. Hie you unto the deepest reaches of morn, and there shall you find Hallow, the altar from which you may begin your ascent to the summit of Somal. But be fairly warned, the minions of Nidhogg shall not lightly suffer your presence on the sacred mount. By your struggles within the cavern shall I judge your party possessed of sufficient fortitude to proceed. We shall not disappoint you, Vidofnir. If memory serves, the Cavern of Morn is entered from the second floor of the central tower. Let us begin the climb. Oh yeah, there are 3 towers, huh? We can only enter the one, but there's 1, 2, and then 3. Be fairly warned. The minions of Nidhogg shall not lightly suffer your presence. Already said, yeah, that is, repeat. God, just seeing the word approximately gave me a fucking flashback to work. The amount of times we have to use the phrase approximately. Because if we promise an exact thing, it just won't go well. So the word approximately gets thrown around a lot. Wait, wasn't the exit? Yes. Also, I just realized. That was bothering me. Driven from their territory by horde dragons, a herd of galamuses has begun to stampede. If allowed to reach the foreland's lower elevations, they will most certainly fodder all in their path, from newly planted crops to unsuspecting children. Head off the heated creatures and attempt to slow the rampages. Or the rampage. Gallimimus. Look, I love these guys. Please gaze upon them. Please gaze upon their stupid little faces and their giant bellies. Their fucking faces is what kills me most. Look. Please. Look at them. I love them. I don't particularly enjoy fighting them, but they're very funny. Northwest, you say? I'm pretty sure there's at least one ether current in this area. I still have to collect the rest in the other areas, mind you. But if I grab them while I'm in this irritating to access area, that'll be helpful. Did I go the wrong way? I think I did. I think I actually have to go into a cave, don't I? I believe. See, I hate this. I hate this area. Not a fan. Oh yeah, it's in the cave, isn't it? Is this cave divorced from the other one? Or do I basically just have to go around? I don't think this was the area I wanted to go to, but I am going to continue going in this direction for a moment to fill out the map. Okay. This is an area I'll go to eventually, but I don't think it's where I'm supposed to be going right this second. Because, yeah. Oh, I guess, yeah, it's a good thing that I didn't even see the ad break come on. But it's not a bad thing, given that I am semi-lost. This definitely isn't the correct cave. So I'm guessing the entrance to the cave I want. Let's go back down. Okay. Is there... Yeah, actually, I think we're on the wrong floor. I think we need to go to the floor below us. Yep. They did say second floor, I just didn't listen. Look at this, though. This is clearly... This was at least partially paved in the past. And these are actual columns that were built by, well, mortal hands. Given that dragons can't... I don't think dragons really do much of building. So this was a highway. Welcome back from the ad break, my dears. I finally figured out the right way. Hello, Dragon. Are you okay? Burn it down. Burn them all. Snore. Okay, you're sleeping. Okay. That sprawl had me worried, but if you're just asleep... Siricta? It's the same thing. It's a similar thing from the altar at Izel's place. Well done, little one. As promised, I shall open the way to Salmal's summit for thee and thy companions. Heed me now, children of man. The domain you seek to enter hath not seen visitors of your kind nigh on 1,000 years. Though I freely grant your passage, your presence will not be welcomed. To my kin, this mountain is revered as holy ground and resting place both. Ware you the minions of Nidhogg during your ascent, for it is certain they shall take great offense at your intrusion. We are grateful for your warnings, gentle Vidofnir. My final words are for thee, Dragoon. Have care to keep the stolen power thou wieldest in check, lest it breed further despair. Estinian? The way is open. Let us not tarry here. A moment. Shall we blindly forge on, knowing the dangers that await us? Tiamat herself is set to guard this peak. I do not fear Nidhogg's consort. Any dragon foolish enough to bar a path shall feel the sting of my lance. Estinian! The entire point is to not fight. Spoken like a true butcher. Need I remind you that we are come to parley a peace? Let us be clear, heretic. 'Twas to save Ishgard and her people that I first lent my support to this doubtful venture. And 'tis for their sake that I go now to speak with Hraesvelgar. But I said nothing of Tiamat. Should the opportunity present itself to rid my people of one of their deadliest enemies, I shall take it. That is my duty as an Azure Dragoon. You are beyond redemption. We will accomplish nothing by bickering. If we are to meet with Hraesvelgar, our path leads up to the mountains. We should defend ourselves if attacked, but avoid conflict wherever possible. What other choice do we have? Oh shit, I forgot this was a dungeon. Alright, well let's queue for it. Wait, can I go with NPCs? Shit, I can! That's new. Well, for me anyway. I feel the weight of Dravanian rancor pressing down upon me. We shall defend ourselves to attack but avoid conflict, whatever choice we have. A dragon lost to anger is beyond all control. This I learned to my sorrow when I unleashed the horde upon Ishgard. I wonder. Okay, so that wasn't the appropriate thing for the sightseeing log. I won't worry about it. So when I first did this, you did have to do this with actual characters, other players, so this is interesting. Oracle of Frost, Academian, Dragoon. So I think Izel can be whatever you need her to be honest. Because as Shiva, she has the ability to do like any weapon. I think, yeah, she's the the multifaceted one in the party. Oh, pretty. Look at that. Why did it have to make a kitty noise? Took our kitty out, well, I say ours. My roommate's kitty out to the backyard today. The backyard is completely fenced in. There's no gaps between any of the fence posts or even the ground and the bottom of the fence. There's no way we could have gotten out, so we kept an eye on her at all times. But she really does she gets overstimulated fast when she's outside because she really doesn't get exposed to it too often. But she seemed happy to just sort of run around and listen to things and look at things. She's such a sweet little bee. She's just also a little weirdo. feel like I've seen this plant's like before, but where? Dragspur. Where is pollen? Bah, more dragspur. Focus on cutting down the plants. I'll provide support. I didn't come all this way to cut down overgrown weeds. Nevertheless, I would see if your lance is suited to the task. Fucking laser beam.
Know your folly.
If I remember correctly, if those things reach this guy, it's bad news. Pretty sure it eats them, and it gets stronger.
Know your folly.
We've still got a long way to go. Then let's keep moving. I'm really glad that they were able to go back and add it so you can do these levels with these characters. I think it really does add a lot. Plus, you know, anytime that I don't have to wait in queue for other players is a blessing. As a DPS, my wait times are not great. It's also very, very funny to me that I'm pretty sure Alphino in this calls himself an academic. He's just a scholar. And by that I mean the class. I just think it's really funny.
Ooh, great die. I will not turn down die.
Release! Away with you!
First there was Pyro Dragon, and now it's Cryo Dragon. And if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure we face both of them at the same time later. I know this guy has mechanics, but I don't remember them. I don't remember which of these guys is a bad thing and which is a good thing. Which with the goose. I do know that that is a bad thing. as a worldly adversary. We're not here for you to enjoy sport, Dragoon. Either way, Bridge is gonna have some words for you after that fight. You know what? I can't blame her. Given how the similarities that a lot of the dragons have to dinosaurs, I feel like she's not gonna be happy with me either way through much of this DLC. Give me a sec, I gotta take a look at this. Because this shit's pretty. Okay. I beg you, let us pass. Your words fell on deaf ears. Face these guys later. Tiaman, consort of Nidhogg, we beseech you, grant us safe passage. As I thought, blind to reason like all the rest. If you would see our mission to its conclusion, you know what must be done. Such rage and rancor. Is there truly no other way? would flee, now is the time. And abandon our mission. Don't be absurd. You dare intrude upon this sacred mount. My jaw shall run red with the blood of men. It's so interesting to me that she's called Tiamat, and clearly, like, a reference to Tiamat, which is, what's his face? Dragon extraordinaire, Bahamut's consort. Insects, be crushed beneath the weight of my fury.
Away with Shiva, aid me! Away with you!
Talk, my beloved. A victory in name alone. We're nearly to the summit. Let's keep moving. Why didn't she stop? Wait, if I go back, will it... Why did she refuse to listen? Why didn't I? We should go, Yasao. There's a long way to go. Unfortunately, just didn't particularly go well. Interesting that this incident did this when defeating the Primal did not. Mama? 'Twould seem Tiamat was the last. I sense no other dragons nearby. What's happening? Oh boy. Nidhogg, he roars. He knows we are here then. His fury, it bleeds through the eye. Fear not, I am yet my own master. But that damned worm's wrath burns harder than flame. Come, the heat of the dragon's homeland yet lies beyond us. The heart, rather. Thus do we add another link to our chain of vengeance. Oh, Saint Shiva, when will it end?
To the peak of Som Al, at the end of a perilous mountain path, whence could be seen a string of pearl-like islands floating in possibly atop a sea of clouds. To a domain where dragons and men had once lived in harmony, whose majesty no mortal eye had glimpsed for nigh on 1,000 years. They came.
The churning mist. Moghome. Guess who we're encountering here, my dudes? Kupo! Indeedy. I feel the worm's anger. His lair is not far. Not far at all. We stand within the sacred homeland of dragons. Beneath the sky there's... Sorry, that yawn came out of nowhere. Beneath the sky there's Hraesvelgur's domain. Our quest ends near its end, Momo. Nope, it's only just beginning. We've reached it at last, the peak of Somal. 'Tis said to be the highest mountain in all of Eorzea, you know. I thought it's cold in Kurthus, but the air here carries the chill of 12 winters. Okay, but question. Is that ether current? Yeah, that ether current was for the previous zone, I think. Alphino ponders the means by which you might find Hraesvelgur. Now that we've scaled the mountain, there remains the problem of finding Hraesvelgur himself. King of the fatherland, King of the market, King of... What manner of creature is that? Momo, did my eyes deceive me, or was that a muuuuch? It was my understanding that they only dwelled within the 12wood. I certainly never expected to see one in the churning mists. If the muuuuch does live here, however, he may know where Hraesvelgur makes his lair. Quickly now, before we lose the creature completely. One of my favorite beast tribes, or rather societies of all time, ladies and gentlemen. Wait, where? Okay, there we go. Or should I say, ladies, gentlemen, and people who know better. Bah, he's gone. Mama, we must widen our search. We did see a moogle, did we not? The nearby area appears warped. You sense that concealing magics are at work. There's no sign of a moogle in the area. Where could he have gone? I've heard tales of these moogles, but 'tis the first time I've ever laid eyes on one. They're rather adorable, aren't they? Why do you stare at me so? Can I not find a creature adorable? My heart is not truly made of ice. I have such a weakness for female characters who are otherwise badass, but have a weakness for cute things. Tyr from Tales of the Abyss is another one that comes to mind. A moogle, did you say? I'm unfamiliar with the breed, but I shall search for one nonetheless. I see no evidence of this moogle of yours. Are you certain it wasn't a trick of the light? Mayhap 'twas simply one of those strange plants shifting in the breeze. Deny it all you want, use it. Yeah, no, it's okay, hun. We know you like the cute patoots. It's okay. You are allowed to like things, my friend. I'm sure I glimpsed the moogle fleeing in this direction. Could he be concealing himself with magic? Mountaintop diplomacy. Alphino seems convinced that the moogles hold the key to finding Reisvalgar. Confound it! Could we but enlist the aid of one of the local moogles, I'm certain Reisvalgar would not elude us for long. Though the eye enables me to sense the presence of dragons, I can only identify nidhogg's with any certainty. We could wander the mist for days, and not know if we were any closer to his brood brother. And those are days we cannot well afford to squander. Shall we divide our forces, then? Lady Azale, may I ask you to question any dragons whom you judge safe to approach? I shall try, yet I fear the influence of Nidhogg's rage will render most of the Dravanians in the area deaf to reason. And what of you, Master Alphino? I have not yet given up hope on the moogles. Momo, come with me to Gridania. I mean to petition the aid of the moogles' kin in the Twelveswood. After that business with Mogglemog, I dare say they will be glad to help us. Assuming you have no need of me, I shall remain here. Nidhogg senses both the loss of his consort and the coming of the Eye, and his attention is firmly fixed in this direction. I mean to do what I can to hold his gaze, in the hope that it might delay any action against Ishgard. Thank you, Stinian. Come then, Momo. Let us make haste for Gridania, and rendezvous at Nofka's altar. Ah, but I had neglected to tell you. There's an aetheryte of ancient construction here which should make the return journey rather less arduous. Pray do not forget to use it. First thing I did. I sincerely hope you have taken Master Alphino's advice concerning the Aetheryte. You would not wish to miss the sport if Nidhogg deigned to visit us in your absence. I'm gonna see if Yzael is nearby and if she has any dialogue, and then I'll teleport to Gridania. To the south. To the east. Odd. It must be up there, actually, come to think of it. I'll deal with that later. Oh dear! I started adjusting my stuff. Now my laptop is all fucky wucky. Give me a sec. Okay. So, what just happened? Computer, please. Cooperate with me, laptop. Okay, there we go. Excuse me, sorry. No, I accidentally. Whoop! Dang nabbit. It's hard to explain, but basically there's a part of my setup that's a little broken. My thing I got my computer on, so I can use it the way I do. And I nudge it in the wrong way just a tiny bit, and it throws everything to shit. Yeah, that was less than ideal. Oh, part of what happened is that my computer came unplugged. We don't want that. It's at best performance when the thing is plugged in. Okay, there we go. Actually... I sent word to the Elder Seats here upon arriving in Gridania, and I am pleased to report that she has agreed to grant us an audience. If anyone can help us to contact the 12s with muuuuch, it is she. We're expected at the Lotus Stand. I trust you are familiar with the conjurer stationed at its entrance? Okay, that's not new dialogue. The Elder Seats here awaits you. Pray follow me. Pray follow me, brother. I bid you welcome, friends. The Admiral had spoken of meeting with the Admiral, okay, Shira. The Admiral spoke of having met with you, but it is no less of a relief to see you safe and hale with mine own eyes. We humbly thank you for agreeing to receive us upon such short notice, my lady, and for all that you have done for us in our absence. Would that it were solely to express our gratitude that we came to you this day. Alas, the tides of battle yet dictate our comings and goings. Elder Seats here, We would beg your wisdom in the matter that may finally bring an end to the Dragonsong War. Speak on, friend. I see. So you seek a means to contact these muuuuchs of the Churning Mists. Oops, sorry.
Kupopo! I say, Kupo!
Greetings, Kublakam. To what we owe the pleasure of your company.
I was struck by the sudden urge to bring you some fruit, Kane, and I'm jolly glad I did. Tell me more about these muuuuchs in the sky, Kupo.
I will gladly tell you all I know, though it amounts to precious little. We encountered a muuuuch high in the clouds of Dravania, and had hoped that you and your kin in the Twelveswood may agree to facilitate a meeting. Pray correct me if I am mistaken, Kopla, but there are legends, are there not, which speak of muuuuchs which dwell beyond the clouds?
Indeed they are, Kupo. Long, long ago, back when the world was still young, they say my ancestors served the gods up in the heavens. Of course, that was before their masters took to bickering like spoiled children.
Ah, yes, the tale of good King Magamog the 12th. He is revered for holding fast to a rope of miraculous length that his subjects may climb down from the sky and escape to the world below. Ignoring the more fanciful aspects of the tale, it may well be that Koppel's ancestors hailed from the Churning Mists. Given how long his kin have resided in the Twelveswood, it is perfectly possible that the details of their history have faded into myth. Indeed, Master Alphino, such stories often contain a measure of truth. 'Tis like the muuuuchs of the Churning Mist tell similar tales of the world below. I can well imagine why the one you encountered fled at your approach.
Ah, fleeing's second nature to us. We often hide when larger races come tramping through the forest. Of course, where there's one muuuuch, there's bound to be more. Which is why I've decided to take a trip to the clouds, Kupo. They surely won't be afraid to talk to me.
I was hoping you may say that, Master Koplo. You will accompany us, then.
Just you try and stop me, Kupo. I'll admit the thought of venturing outside the Twelveswood is a bit unsettling, but I can hardly refuse a chance to meet my distant cousins.
If you will have me, I too will accompany you on this venture, and lend my voice to your cause as an ambassador of Gridania. My lady, are you quite certain? How oft has our nation turned to the silence of the seventh dawn in its hour of need? How oft have we asked the warrior of light to risk her life to save our own? Full many times I say to you, and never have they refused us. Thus do I choose this day to offer mine aid to our allies for the good of the realm. Is this not just? Everyone's just like, ma'am, please. A most unexpected and welcome offer, Elder Seatseer. We would be honored by your presence. Is it true that the Elder Seatseer means to journey with you to Dravania? I shudder to think of the dangers. Pray return to the summit and inform our companions of these developments. I will serve as the Elder Seatseer's guide on the journey back to Samal. It being a journey I've already trodden, I do not anticipate any great difficulties. Besides, we shall have the Elder Seatseer's personal guard to escort us. Oh jeez, go back. better ring than that. Somewhere. No, the best I have is 130. Okay. Clearly I need to get better rings. I know I'm still only about the 3-hour mark, but I think this might be where I end it today. Only because I know I don't have the spoons to go longer than maybe another half hour, and that doesn't seem fair if I run an ad now, because my ad's coming up in 5 minutes, or less than 5 minutes now. So I think I might leave it here, because that way I can just start next session at Somal and get that going for the rest of the story. But I appreciate you guys joining me tonight. This was a lot of fun. Sunday I'm going to be doing some more crime scene cleaner, that new level and whatnot. Yeah, Naracon and Ira, thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate you. And Kit for stopping by. Who do we want to say hi to tonight? I've got somebody doing VR chat, another person doing the Resident Evil Requiem, someone doing Splatoon 3, Jackbox Party, Star Fox 64, Dragon Quest. Any preference, folks? I might send it over to Mike. He's doing Dragon Quest. Let me just... Cred. Sorry, I'm fighting with my computer. Oh, great. Accidentally. Good job, A+ me. There we go. Oh, I can't raid. His settings won't let me. I guess we can raid. I raid Deku all the time. I can send it over to Red Chili Pepper. They seem like an excellent being, and I haven't really had a chance to talk to them much, but they seem quite nice. But, yeah, guys, I appreciate your presence. I hope you have a good Friday. Thank you, it is Good Friday, shit. That wasn't even meant to be a pun. Yeah, guys, take care, stay safe until I talk to you next time. Have a good one. And I'll see you folks Sunday. Now let's go ahead and go say hi to Red.